Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to start a health and wellness blog. So this is what we're going to discuss and cover today. What is a health and wellness blog with a few examples, how to pick a niche and why you need to pick a niche when you first get started, how to niche down within your health and wellness blog, how to get web hosting, what web hosting is and why you need it for your website. In addition, we are going to install WordPress. I'm going to talk a little bit about what WordPress is, how to get a free and premium WordPress theme, the important changes that you have to make to your website so that you can start getting traffic, how to start writing. In addition, we're going to talk about different ways to make money, why you need to share your content on social media, and about how many blog posts that you need to write before you decide if this is right for you. Now, be sure to check out the first 3 links in the description as I will be referring to those links throughout this video. First and foremost, what is a health and wellness blog? A health and wellness blog is simply a blog where you're talking about and answering questions within the health and wellness niche. For example, if we look at this website, artofhealthyliving.com, they're actually covering all sorts of topics within health and wellness. For example, if you look, they're talking about golfing, they're talking about nutrients and cooking and golfing once again. They're actually talking about THC and CBD. And what you can do is you can start talking about these topics too. If you look across the top, they're talking about beauty and food and fitness and health. But in my opinion, if you're just getting started, if you're a brand new website or brand new blog, you don't have domain authority, so you should focus on a niche. Now, a niche is just one of these topics, and then you should niche down and focus on one of the subtopics. For example here, instead of just creating content about fitness, maybe you want to focus on a particular body part or how yoga can help tone a particular body part. If you do that in the very beginning, that'll allow you to build domain authority, and then you can become a large website like this. One of the ways that can help you niche down and find a niche that you want to create content on is to simply take a look at the keywords that this website's ranking for. If we go over to a keyword research tool called Ahrefs, I'm going to sign in here real quick. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look at the keywords that they're ranking for. I'm going to click on keywords. I'm going to click on Site Explorer, paste in the name of their website, hit enter, and we're going to see a few things. We're going to take a look at the keywords that they're ranking for. And what we want to do, because we're a brand new blog or website, we want to look for keywords that have a difficulty score of 5 or less. Now, this keyword difficulty score is on a scale of 0 to 100. 5 would be perfect for a brand new website. So if you look at this, these are some of the different keywords that you could create content on. For example, if we scroll down here, hypergravity training, that could be a sub niche that you create content on. If we keep going, you can see there's all sorts of stuff. Treat yourself like a queen, that has a 0 keyword difficulty, and it actually gets 30 searches per month. But what you can see here is these are all different sub niches. This is niche down topics that you can create content on and start building a domain. For example, look at this one right here. Tread climber versus treadmill. This is something that people are asking probably a lot, and you could create this type of content to start generating leads and sales. So let's go back over to our slide deck here. We have discussed what a health and wellness blog is. We've picked a niche, we've niched down. Now we need to talk about web hosting. In order for your website to be seen by anyone else on the internet, you need it to be hosted somewhere. And what you're going to do is you are going to rent hard drive space called a server. You're going to rent that from a third party, and they're going to host your website so that people can see it, so that you can get traffic and visitors and potentially make money if that's your goal. In fact, if you click the first link in the description, not only will you be able to get web hosting, you can actually get your domain name for free for the first year. If we take a look at this website that we just referenced, the artofhealthyliving.com, that's a domain name, and you're going to get something just like it. That's how humans refer to different websites and web pages. So what you're going to do is you're going to click the first link in the description to go ahead and get web hosting. In fact, what you're going to do is when you click that first link, I'm going to walk you through the steps to get your web hosting and your domain name. When you click that first link, it takes about 6 minutes to set everything up. It doesn't take a long time. So follow along with me step by step as I show you how to do this. When you click that link, you'll be taken to this website where you'll go ahead and click Get Started. What I recommend is to click the first one on the far left, the basic plan, if you're just getting started with a website. As you can see, there are a number of options, but click that, click select, and then move on. Here you're going to create a domain name. If you have one in mind, you can type it in here like you see that I do. What I recommend is try and find a domain name that's going to be related to your niche. Now, what I do is I type in a domain name that I know is already taken. When it's taken, you're going to get this error. What you can then do is go back and try different domains. Now make sure again you want to pick one that's related to your niche. Click next, and then you're going to see a green box that says that it's approved. The next step is simply to go through and enter in your contact information. Make sure that when you scroll down here, make sure that you leave all of the settings on. But again, enter in your contact information. The settings right here where it says domain privacy, leave all of this checked. If you don't leave it checked, you're going to get people reaching out to you, spamming you, emailing you, trying to get you to sign up for web hosting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sign up and then jump back to you once I sign on and move to the next step. All right, so I've signed up and I'm going to go ahead and set up my website initially. Just create a simple username and password, make sure it meets the requirements there, and then move on. Make sure that you write it down too. Write it down in a safe spot so that you have it and you remember it, because it can be a pain to go ahead and get everything back. You're going to have to enter in like some vital information, but just make sure that you write it down. It's really easy and really simple. Now, one thing that I do want to note is that this part is not sped up at all. This is actual real time, and you can see that you'll go from absolutely nothing to a complete website in less than probably 10 minutes. And once you click submit, you're going to move on to the next step where you get to log in. Here is where you're actually going to start creating your WordPress website. Now, the great thing is Bluehost really does everything for you, and it's really simple. So again, I'm not speeding this up at all, and I want you to see what it really takes to create a website. Bluehost is going to do a little bit of work in the background for you, and we're just going to actually click on skip this step. This one, first one I clicked on start a blog, but for the next step, just click skip, because we know what we're doing, and I'm actually going to tell you what to do so that we can get up and running. Click get started right here on the left hand side, and then move on. Just click skip here and click skip here. And then just pick the first one on the far left. Make sure that you're picking a free theme, because they'll charge you. They have both free and premium themes, which I'll talk about in just a moment. So right now, it's actually creating your WordPress website. In just a few moments, you're going to click on log in to WordPress on the right-hand side there. You'll see it in just a second. And then we can actually start looking at some basic configurations. All right, so we click log in, and now we actually have a WordPress website. What may need to happen is you may need to click refresh a few times to get it to work, but now we have our website, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to log in and delete a few plugins, because right now it has the coming soon. And so if someone tried to get to your website at this moment, it's going to say coming soon to them, even though we can see it. This is what your WordPress website looks like, but for everyone else outside of your network, it's going to say coming soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to plugins eventually, and we're going to delete some of the plugins that we don't need. Now, I talk a little bit about plugins later on, but plugins add additional features and functionality. We are going to deactivate the Bluehost as well as the other plugins that are already activated, and then we can go through and make the necessary changes, which I'll cover in just a moment. So we're going to deactivate them and then delete them. Now, you want to make sure that you only have the plugins that you're using on your website. The more plugins you have, the slower your website's going to respond and function, and you're going to lose out on ranking. So make sure you have a lean setup, very few plugins, and then move on. As you can see right now, I'm just simply deleting some stuff that you don't need. If you want to, you could keep them, but obviously if you're just getting started, you don't need this other stuff. What's more important is the themes that we're going to talk about in just a moment, as well as getting writing. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete those, deactivate them. And then we're actually going to start moving on to settings, which you see right here. All right, so let's go ahead and make some changes that we absolutely have to make so that you can start getting traffic. The first thing that you want to do is you want to change your site title. Your site title is going to be the title of your website. You can make this basically your domain name. For example, my domain name is Web Hosting Rewind, and you can see that's my site title. And then the tagline is basically what your website's all about in a very succinct manner. As you can see here, mine says, get the latest news and info on all things web hosting. What you want to do is make sure that yours is relevant to your niche. For example, if you are creating content about makeup, you can say, come here for the latest tips and tricks for all things makeup. Next, you want to make sure that your WordPress address is HTTPS and not HTTP. Make sure your site address is HTTPS as well. And then the administration email should automatically be set. Uncheck the membership so that anyone can register. Make sure that this is unchecked. If we scroll down here, you want to change your time zone to your time zone. There are all sorts of them here. Next, you want to make sure that you have your date format set to the way you want, and then go ahead and click save. If we go down to writing, there isn't anything in writing that we need to change. After that, we're going to go to reading. In reading, very important, you want to make sure that your homepage displays to your latest post. That's the first thing. And the second one is you want to make sure that your search engine visibility is unchecked. Do not check this. Discourage search engines from indexing this site. You do not want this, because if this is checked, people aren't going to be able to find your website, and everything that we do after this is going to be a waste. So go ahead and click save. This should be unchecked. Next, if we go down to discussion, there really isn't anything that we need to change here. Media, we can leave this as is, and then permalinks is going to be really important. Right now, your permalinks are set to plain. You want to change it to post name. This is done for search engine optimization. What's going to happen is when we create a new blog post, we are going to make it so that it's search engine optimized. We're going to use the keyword in our title, and that keyword is going to show up right here as well. And this is called search engine optimization. Make sure that it's set to post name, and then go ahead and click save. And really, that's everything that you need to do to make sure that you start getting traffic. All right, so now that we've installed WordPress, we've installed a free WordPress theme. I'm going to show you in just a moment how to install a premium WordPress theme. We've actually made some changes to our website so that we can start getting traffic. Let's go back and install a premium WordPress theme. Right now, you have a basic free theme on your account. It is non-inspiring, it's bland, it's boring, and it doesn't inspire confidence in your audience. What I recommend that you do is go and get yourself a premium theme. A premium theme is going to add more features and functionality. And for example, this is an example of a premium WordPress theme. This is inviting, this is very clean, and it's actually very congruent, very easy to set up when you get a premium WordPress theme. What you can do is you can click that second link in the description, and it'll take you to this website where you can get a premium WordPress theme. And what you can do is you can just type in health for your keyword, click search, and it's going to return WordPress themes that are going to be in your niche. So what you can do is you can go out and find WordPress themes that are congruent with your niche. Maybe medical or health isn't for you. You can actually type in wellness to find something else and hit enter. And what you're going to do is find one that speaks to you. Find one that you don't mind looking at for months and weeks and years to come. And what you're going to do next is you're going to click this button to add it to your cart. Once you add it to the cart, you are going to check out and pay for the theme. Once you pay for that theme, you are going to download a zip folder. After you download that zip folder, you are going to unpack that zip folder, and that zip folder or zip file is going to actually have another zip file. What we're going to do is we are going to install that zip file right into your WordPress website. And we're going to do that right now. So we're going to go over to our WordPress dashboard. We're going to go to Appearance, and then we are going to click on Themes. When we click on Themes, we are going to click on Add New. And then after Add New, we are going to click on Upload Theme. Now you can drag and drop that second zip file or click Choose File to add it manually. After that, you are going to click on Install and then Activate, and then you're going to have a brand new WordPress theme. So if we jump back over to our slide deck, we need to start writing. Now, I get 3 questions when it comes to writing. How do I write a blog post? How long should my blog post need to be? And about how many blog posts should I write before I decide to continue or give up? I'm going to go ahead and answer those first 2 right now. To write a brand new blog post, you are simply going to go to Post. You are going to click on Add New. When you click on Add New, you are going to take the keywords that you found in the previous step and you are going to put them at your title. For example, let's say we want to talk about the treadmill versus the climber. Let's see if we can find it again. All right, so here we go. Tread climber versus treadmill. Let's say we want to target this keyword. We're simply going to copy this and we're going to go back over to our blog post and we are going to paste that in. These are words and phrases that people are actually searching in when they come to Google. So we'll just do that just like this. We'll make sure that we put some headings. And what we can do is we can say tread climber versus treadmill, the complete comparison. All right, and then the way that this is set up is our keyword or keyword phrases up front, and then something that's a little bit clickbaity to get our customers to click on it. So this is how you start writing. And the next question that I usually get is, how long should my blog post be? And really that depends on the keyword, it depends on your audience, and it depends on what your competitors are doing. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take this keyword here, we're going to copy this, and put it right into Google. When I hit enter, what we're going to do is we're just going to open up this first one to get a rough idea of about how many words we need. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this, scroll all the way down. This is probably only about 500 words. We'll go to word counter plus. Okay, 584 words. So what I would do is I would make a blog post that is at least 1,000 words. And one way to write better and to make sure that we're really answering the question is we want to take a look at this blog post and this answer and see if they missed anything and see if they left some questions that a typical consumer would ask if they had questions about the tread climber versus the treadmill. And so what we're going to do is we are going to go back over here to our keyword, and this is how we're going to write faster. Really, the next step when it comes to writing is before writing a complete sentence, we should take 10 or 15 minutes to brainstorm. And when we brainstorm, we are just going to ask ourselves who, what, when, where, why, and how. And so what we're doing is we are putting ourselves in the mind of the customer, and we're thinking about different questions that the customer is going to ask with regard to our keyword. So we could say when to use a thread climber. Now, when you are in the brainstorming stage, it is very important that you do not worry about spelling. It's important that you get all of your ideas out so that you can have a thorough set of questions to ask and answer throughout your blog post. When to use a thread climber, when not to use a thread climber. We could say, what are the benefits to a treadmill, for example, and on we go. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take about 10 or 15 minutes and just ask yourself a bunch of questions that the consumer would normally ask when it comes to your keyword. Once you're done with your brainstorming session, you are simply going to delete the ones that you don't like. Obviously, you're going to clean up the keywords, and then you are simply going to start writing. Now, when it comes to the writing, you are just going to answer the questions that you asked in the previous step. You could say there are 10 benefits to using a treadmill, and then you just simply list the benefits and then explain. You're going to answer the question completely to help solve the customer or your audience's problem. What you're going to do is you're going to write as long as it needs to take to solve that problem. Now, very important, you don't want to write longer than you need to write. You just simply want to write long enough where you're answering the question. There's no bonus points. You don't get extra credit for making an unnecessarily long blog post. Make your blog post only as long as it needs to be. You saw the top result there was only about 600 words, so make yours 1,000 or 1,200 words so that you are thoroughly answering the question that may have been left by that other blog post. Once you're done, you're going to go ahead and click publish, and then your blog post is going to be available for the entire world to see and read. All right, so now we're going to jump back over to our slide deck. The next step is to figure out ways to make money. There are a number of ways to make money with your website. If we take a look at this website right here, it looks like that they are not doing it, but one of the easiest ways to make money is simply with ads. You can place ads right on your website and they automatically show up and display, and you can make money. One of the best places or the first places that you can start with is Google AdSense. Now with Google AdSense, you just walk through the process of getting started and they will automatically place ads right on your website. The only drawback to Google AdSense is they do not pay a lot. You're going to make pennies on the dollar. The good news is once you start getting significant traffic, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 page views per month, you can move on to other ad networks. There's Ezoic, there's AdThrive, there's Mediavine.net. There's all sorts of them out there that you could work with and potentially make more money. But that's just one way to make money. Another way that you can make money is with affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing is simply recommending or selling other people's products and services. When people click on your affiliate links and make a purchase, you get paid a commission. Now, affiliate marketing works like this. You find affiliate programs that are congruent with your audience. For example, you're looking for companies that have products or services in the healthy living space, and you apply to become an affiliate. Once you're approved, you're going to get a unique URL or set of URLs called an affiliate link, and you are simply going to place those links throughout your blog or website. When people click on those affiliate links and make a purchase, you get paid a commission. Now, if you want to learn more about affiliate marketing, click the third link in the description. I have a free course that will teach you affiliate marketing step by step. Another way that you can make money is simply by selling your own digital or physical products. For example, with Healthy Living, you may have a course that you want to sell. You could put a link to your course right up here, but selling digital products through your website is outside the scope of this video, but it is an opportunity. Another way that you can make money is simply by collecting emails. While it doesn't look like, okay, down here they are doing it. And the reason why you want to collect emails and how this can help you make money, if you have a new blog post, you can send an email out to your email list and have them come back to your website. And then you can make money with affiliate marketing, selling your own digital or physical products, or even having the ads right on the website. It is a good opportunity to make additional money. So let's jump back over to our slide deck. Let's talk about social media. In the very beginning, you do not have any domain authority. Google is going to be hard pressed to recommend your content to its audience. So what you should do in the very beginning is simply promote your own content on different social media platforms. Promote your content on Instagram and TikTok and LinkedIn, anywhere and everywhere until you start getting traffic. Now, the great thing is there's traffic everywhere. You can use relevant Reddit subreddits. You can use Facebook groups. You can start your own Facebook group. There's a lot of places to share your content. You just want to make sure that you are sharing your content wherever your customers are. Finally, we want to talk about the number of blog posts you should write before you decide if your website's a success or failure. I recommend that you write at least 50 blog posts. Now, 50 sounds like a high number, but it's really going to set yourself apart from the other websites and the other bloggers out there that are just getting started. Oftentimes, those bloggers will stop after 10 or 20, but if you get 50 pieces of content, that gives you 50 opportunities to rank your blog or your website. They'll give you some domain authority, and it'll let Google know that you are here to stay. So I think 50 is a good metric. Either write every day for 50 days or write every other day for 100 days. Either way, get to 50. Now be sure to check out the first 3 links in the description. The first one is to web hosting and a free domain name. The second one is to a premium WordPress theme. And the third one is to a free affiliate marketing course. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell if this video or any other video on this channel has helped you out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.